Is it time to buy or sell Fannie Mae stock? In this video, we will explore Fannie Mae in detail. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 23rd of May, 2025, and we are now ready to provide you with a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest insights. You definitely do not want to miss any important updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Leverage the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please keep in mind that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since May 6, 2025, our system has identified Fannie Mae as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 1.18. Now let's examine the stock's performance during this period. Those who adhered to our analysis would have experienced a remarkable gain of 71.88% since we first designated Fannie Mae as a buy candidate 14 days ago. This equates to an average return of 5.13% per day since it was classified as a buy candidate. The stock is positioned in the upper range of a very wide and robust upward trend in the short term. This scenario often presents an excellent selling opportunity for short-term traders, as it is reasonable to expect a reaction back toward the lower end of the trend. A breakout above the upper trend line at $11.41 would signal a stronger rate of increase. The current 3-month trend indicates a potential change of around 14.65% over the next 3 months, with possible returns ranging from negative 38.08% to 18.96%. In terms of the longer outlook, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of 185.65%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from 40.57% to 196.55% over the next year. In current terms, this suggests a future price between $15.46 and $32.62. Our latest daily update for Fannie Mae includes the headline: significant movements in Fannie Mae stock price on Friday, fluctuating 14.84% between high and low. The Fannie Mae stock price experienced a decline of 3.42% on the last trading day, which was Friday, the 23rd of May, 2025, dropping from $11.39 to $11. During this trading session, the stock fluctuated 14.84% with a low of $9.84 and a high of $11.30. The stock has seen an upward trend, rising in 7 of the last 10 days, and is up by 66.92% over the past 2 weeks. Notably, trading volume decreased on the last day alongside the stock price, which is typically a positive indicator, as volume should align with the stock movement. On the last day, trading volume fell by 17 million shares, with a total of 8 million shares exchanged, amounting to approximately $88.12 million. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached was $11.39, while the lowest was $1.02. Currently, the stock price is 3.42% or 39 cents below the 52-week high of $11.39, which also marks the all-time high for this stock. Fannie Mae's stock is currently under significant scrutiny following recent developments regarding potential privatization under the Trump administration. Trump's consideration of taking Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac public after nearly 20 years of government control has stirred investor optimism, leading to a surge in stock prices. However, analysts caution that common shares may be overvalued, particularly for Fannie Mae, as their futures remain uncertain amid government intervention. The government's senior preferred shares pose a liquidity preference that could limit potential gains for common shareholders, particularly in the event of a recapitalization. This suggests that while current sentiments may drive short-term stock rallies, longer-term prospects could be less favorable for investors holding common shares. Fannie Mae's recent announcement of a cash tender offer for certain Connecticut Avenue securities demonstrates ongoing efforts to manage its financial obligations effectively. Meanwhile, an upgraded home sales forecast indicates a resilient housing market, which may support Fannie Mae's underpinnings. As the market digests these developments, the volatility of FNMA shares is expected to persist in the short term. influenced by political maneuvers and the dynamics of the housing sector. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 7th of January, 2025, it was reported that Wedbush assigned FNMA an underperform rating with a hold action. On Monday, the 17th of June, 2024, it was reported that Wedbush again assigned FNMA underperform rating with a hold action. On Monday, the 26th of February, 2024, it was reported that Keefe, Bruyette, and Woods gave FNMA an outperform rating with an upgrade action. Analysts have assigned Fannie Mae stock a general neutral rating. They assess the price-to-earnings ratio as a buy and the price-to-book ratio as buy as well. However, for return on investment, analysts have issued a sell rating for the stock. The following signals have been identified for Fannie Mae. The Fannie Mae stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive forecast for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal from the relationship between these two indicators, where the short-term average is above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, there will be some support from the levels at $8.26 and $6.65. A decline below either of these levels will generate sell signals. Furthermore, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. However, some negative signals have also been issued, which may impact short-term developments. A sell signal was triggered from a pivot top point on Thursday, May 22, 2025, and so far, the stock has decreased by 3.42%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. On the last trading day, volume decreased alongside the price, which lowers the overall risk, as volume typically follows price movements. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, buy signal. Pivots, sell signal from 2 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 3 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 17 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal from 28 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 25 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal from 24 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 154 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 144 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Fannie Mae. There is no support from accumulated volume below today's level, and under the right conditions, the stock may experience significant declines in the coming days. This stock exhibits considerable daily movement, characterized by high volatility, and with an extensive prediction interval from the Bollinger Band. It is deemed to be very high risk. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $1.46 between its high and low points, representing a change of 14.84%. In the past week, the stock has demonstrated an average daily volatility of 13.62%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Fannie Mae, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This important measure compares a company's current share price to its earnings per share. A relatively low price-to-earnings ratio could indicate a low expectation for the future performance of the company, or it may suggest that the stock is undervalued, signaling a potential buying opportunity. In other news, the next earnings report for the second quarter of the year 2025 is expected on the 28th of July, 2025. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Fannie Mae. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Fannie Mae is at $11.39. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a point to consider for swing trading. There is no significant support from accumulated volume below, which suggests that the stock could potentially decline sharply under certain conditions. Proceed with caution and consider making trades only if you are an experienced trader familiar with navigating such scenarios. The combined average rating for Fannie Mae from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Let's take a look at some recent insider trades. On the 6th of May, 2025, Stuckey Michael conducted an insider purchase of 8,000 shares of common stock. On the 8th of May, 2025, Stuckey Michael conducted an insider sale of 8,000 shares of common stock. On the 21st of April, 2025, Bisso Eric conducted an insider purchase of 0 shares of no securities beneficially owned. On the 14th of April, 2025, Malik Omid conducted an insider purchase of 0 shares of no securities beneficially owned. On the 2nd of April, 2025, Roscoe John Michael conducted an insider purchase of 0 shares of no securities beneficially owned. Based on the 53 most recent insider trades, we've calculated the insider power to be negative, with a ratio of negative 0.01. Overall, insiders purchased 8,024 shares and sold 77,272 shares in the last 53 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $10.50, representing a decrease of 4.54%. This stock experiences significant daily fluctuations, which introduces a heightened level of risk. The relative strength index for 14 periods is 88, further amplifying this risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal generated from a pivot top identified 1 day ago. Is Fannie Mae stock a good buy? Several short-term indicators, coupled with an overall favorable trend, suggest that the current price may present a buying opportunity. There is a reasonable chance for Fannie Mae stock to perform well in the near future. Consequently, we have revised our analysis from a hold or accumulate rating to a buy recommendation. Upon examining the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 27th of May, we anticipate Fannie Mae to open lower by 287 tenths of a dollar, with an opening price of $10.71. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money. It is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any purchases or sales of securities. Your investment decisions should not rely solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at StockInvest.